I'm sorry, family. I gotta do this shit respectfully. Listen, the Hebrew Israelites that speak pure English today, they never went to Africa, family. They was never over there. They roamed over here, okay? The Africans they brought over here were not Hebrew Israelites, family. They just have the same blood types, okay? Now, that's important because at the time of them not having the same lingo and all that was when they started to mesh their history together, okay? As you can see up above, just read the highlighted, okay? Long after African slaves was brought to these shores against their will, and even after the abolishment of slavery in 1865, African Americans continued to be battered by long-standing discrimination and new methods of torture at the installation of fear. The axes of race and religion have run parallel at times, and at other times they have collided since early America to present day. Okay, hold on, family. These types of courses can be taught elsewhere as well, but certain components of these courses must change at fundamental level to remedy the harms caused by Islam's inshore from American history. The Amistad recognizes the Muslim present in the early Americas, portraying Muslims aboard the slave vessel, performing their daily prayers while chained together on deck during the transatlantic passage. Many of the Muslim slaves were either encouraged or forced to convert to Christianity, right? Evidence indicating pre-Columbian travel by indigenous Americans to the islands of the western coast of Africa, right? Islam, West African versions of Islam might have been influenced by indigenous Americans. As this story was amplified and changed in extra-biblical interpretations, it became the ideological basis to justify slavery. The Quran did recognize slavery through multiple references to the slave woman, the concubines, and the freeing of slaves. The Quran describes slaves as what your rights possess. It should be noted that the term, which refers to servant in the context of Allah, is rarely used in the context of human slavery in the Quran. The Quran recognizes the basics inequality between master and slave, accounts for these differences in scriptural texts. Even though the Arabs, Muslims employ racial tropes, including the use of word in a derogatory fashion to describe dark-skinned peoples, the racism is more culturally constructed than justified on the basis of Islamic religion. In fact, Islam has sought to eradicate racism in the Arabian Peninsula at its evident and create a colorblind, right, and cohesive social construct. Here we go. Present day Arab nation, particularly in the Gulf region, in the same way religions was distorted by some Christians to justify slavery, right? Sometimes the Arabs from the north who were Muslim enslaved Africans in the south who were also Muslim, thereby violating one of the most basic customs of their faith, that no Muslim should enslave another Muslim while there are no numerous and sometimes specific slave regulations in the Quran, right? Now I'm showing y'all, family, like, this is how this worked. That's why I'm telling y'all it was always self-hatred, but it was through them bringing the books, like the way the Hebrew Israelite think he know about Jesus and all this other stuff, it was taught through indoctrination. Like when I tell y'all they slaughtered my people, they slaughtered them so many times that by the time the babies start getting hold to the Qurans and all of them, which are the adults today from the past 60 years, basically, family, They've been brainwashed. 60 to 80 to 100 years. They've been brainwashed. That's why I be telling you, I be arguing with them so much, trying to make them remember the truth. But this why I tell y'all, like, family, like, the Phoenician Empire did so much. When I say they ruled with an iron fist, they put their foot down on every culture, family. They put fear in them. They couldn't put fear in the real Hebrew ancestors and the Indian ancestors. The Indians wasn't the Indians back then, but they don't want to recognize it. But I'm gonna keep saying what I say. But yeah, they couldn't put fear in us too, because we was the perfect species to mix. And once they, pillaged us and spliced us left to right, they would get rid of us. That's what the hieroglyph. I'm telling y'all, go rewatch the movie, study your genetics. I'm showing y'all the hieroglyph work up top. This shit should be socking y'all all in y'all head, because it's always been about y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all that. It's always been about us. Every religious book is always about us. It's about your genetics. But they did us so bad that the Hebrews today is still in the book. That's why I'm telling them. They don't want to believe outside the book. So, they gonna wake up somehow. I don't know when, but hopefully some of this touch some of them. But it's the truth, family. It's always been the truth. That's why I tell you, just go to the bottom of my page. Y'all catching me up top with more followers to where it seemed like I'm just flowing on videos talking, but it's all documented history that's in my page, family. I'm just able to talk now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, relatives. Like, I'm sorry, reflections. I'm sorry, everybody. I keep saying this every video. I've been, like I said, I've been crying for y'all since 4 months ago. Y'all go to the bottom of my page. Y'all see my videos of just me talking. Y'all gonna seem like, how is he speaking in the future? That's what it's gonna seem like to y'all. Y'all go to the bottom of my page and watch me talking. It's gonna seem like the time I shot it that y'all watching it, it's gonna seem like I was speaking in the future, because I was having the Kundalini awakenings and stuff. And I was having real spiritual breakdowns, spiritual missions, meditations. And I would come to TikTok and just drop them, family. My man Signs for Conscious Mind right there up top. I just ran into him only like 2 weeks ago, and he had these documents on his page, and I had got these from him because they help validate what I was already studying with the Phoenicians and the hieroglyphics and the Hebrew Israelite babies. I'm telling you, it's always been the truth, family. Rob put that fear and shit to where it put like a... Rob put that fear on shit to where it made a lot of the ancestors' babies not want to go study too far off in the past. But that's why it take one with the flame already lit under them to come spark y'all ass. That's why I'm telling y'all. Most of y'all gonna try to call me the devil, and I'ma shit on y'all devil. Listen, the devil don't exist. That's my uncle, stupid. It's your uncle too, because we all got the same blood type, stupid. I'ma keep shitting on y'all, telling y'all. I just told y'all I pulled up on Jesus in the astro world, and that ain't even his name. Pulled up on him. I already told y'all this shit. This shit touched me so much that you go on meditation journeys, you pure energy. This shit should shatter a lot of y'all every time I bust open certain documents, respectfully, to where y'all gotta go dig and y'all sit there, cause it's gonna fuck y'all up. It's called reverse indoctrination, family. It's gonna be a lot of pain going through this, but then it's gonna be a lot of love and respect. That's why I'm telling y'all. My cuss words is just a little passion. I'ma tone it down now, but I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. It's the truth, though. I love everybody.